Welcome to Start You Up, 45 minutes to re-energize your body, reinvigorate that brain, that mind, and to reconnect with your soul. I'm looking forward to our time together. Welcome, welcome, each and every one of you from wherever you may be. It's my morning here, and it's kind of a cloudy, sort of late fall day. So, welcome to you. I want you to take a deep breath and I want you to call yourself back in, be aware, be in flow with yourself. One, two, three, inhale. Exhale. And start feeling your feet. Feel your energy kind of coming up from your feet up into your body, kind of at the top of your head. So, you want to kind of do that with some breath. It's so easy for us to remove ourselves from our human and live in this exterior world, which is very chaotic. So taking a moment to come in and breathe, and be present. We're going to start with energy zesting. If you want to know more about that, we've got in the playlist, you'll find energy zesting. It's just easy. We're just going to kind of connect the pinpoints of our energy to re-engage and get us jazzed up a little bit, okay? So we're going to take it across the body. You want to just move that energy, feel it go across your body. This is a wonderful thing to do in the morning or before you're walking out the door. If you have a slump in the afternoon, great pick-me-up. And now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to engage that core. So think about it, and we're going to take it across the body. So you're lifting up from your core, but we're moving across the midsection. That's correct. That's what we want to do. We want to take it across. It doesn't matter how high you move it. It's not the goal here. We're going to do a little bit of tapping. So you're going to softly just start right underneath the eyes. Feel those little bones right there? That's where you want to activate. Then right here to your collarbone. And just breathe into it. And then right here to your sternum. Perfect. And then to your top rib, very top rib. Perfect. Take a deep breath. Kind of feel your fingers, feel that energy. Bring it all the way up to the crown right there and breathe into it. Good time to think about dropping those shoulders. Beautiful. And feeling into your feet. And feeling your lower body kind of activate those muscles. Let them know you're working. Breathe in. Oxygen flowing. And then right here, right between your eyes. Opening up that vision. Feeling into your feet. Beautiful. Take it into your heart. Start with sending yourself a little bit of love, a little self-love. And then from there, let's send some love out into this world. It could use a whole lot more love. Yes. Okay, now right here, put your thumbs into your belly button. And just focus and breathe. Nice and easy. And from there, you want to just flip it over to your sacral chakra. This is your powerhouse. This is where your power is. Own it. Name it. Claim it. It's your power. And from in here, we're going to just bring our hands towards our torso. And we're just simply going to go around the body And then go ahead and add a little bit of your hips in and make your arms big. So they're like gorilla arms. And they just kind of flop. And this is very smooth. This is very fluid. Kind of want to think about being in flow. Not going with the flow, but being in flow. Your blood, your oxygen, all the good things, your energy. And then take it up with an easy rotation. It's so quiet in here. You can hear the hum of the overheads. Okay, then we're going to play with our energy a little bit. I just want you to open it, expand it. You're expanding it. So you're not really pushing it away. You're just expanding it right there. Feel it coming out your fingertips. And anytime you need a little energy connector, this is another thing you can do, is you can kind of stretch it. Just feel it. Actually feel like you're growing taller. It's a very simplistic movement, but very intentional. Beautiful. Let's do a little bit of the infinity work. So you're going to go ahead and make the infinity, the figure 8, and feel free to just relax into it. Feel very fluid through your whole body. You don't want to do anything that's jerky or jarring in the moment. That's beautiful. So now we're going to take it and pull the energy up. So pull it up, zip it down. Woo! Let's bring it up one more time. No, 2 more times. Beautiful. Bring it up. We're going to lock it in, so just pull it up, lock it in, and now you got to shimmy. And if you can't shimmy, bend, or elevate. You got to get that up and down movement. Some people call it rebounding, bouncing, call it what you like. It gets everything going and flowing. So dance your way before your day, or whatever that is. Make it work. Make it. See, now we got the energy flowing. And I'm going to show you another trick too. If you're having a hard time getting deep breathing, most of us don't. Most of us shallow breathe. And 70% of us only breathe with 70% of our lung capacity. So if you're having a hard time getting a deep breath all the way up, middle finger between your eyes, the other one right in your belly button, and just focus on a couple nice breaths. And this will expand your lung capacity, your ability to deep breathe. We'll talk about conscious breathing as we move along here. So go ahead and shake your hands out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Drop your neck down. I was thinking this morning, I think sometimes, yes. And I realized that we're like 5 weeks into finishing this 2025. And 2025 was in 9 cycles, so it's a lot of completions. So starting this weekend through the end of the year, you'll see we'll be moving into a 1 cycle. So that's a big shift. A 9 number is completion, and a 1 cycle is new beginnings. So it's kind of a good time to just sit with your, like I said, be in flow. Don't go with the flow, but be in flow. And kind of sit with your purpose. Now, each and every one of us has a purpose. We're here on this planet for a reason. And it's because we're unique and special. But just think about what maybe doesn't, let's take it back. Nice and easy, drop those shoulders. Think about your purpose, or what you might want to do, or where you might want to be. And it's always kind of fun to look at it on a calendar basis. It really doesn't matter when you do what you do, but we have a tendency, I know, to talk about, new beginnings, new years, new things happening. So this is a wonderful time to just contemplate what that might be. Sometimes if you want to, you can journal. If you don't like to journal, I know some people don't. You just think about it. Maybe take some sticky notes and just kind of spend some time. Take a deep breath, exhale, tuck that chin down, bring your elbows towards each other. Just think about what you might want to do and be a little bit outrageous with it. Be curious about it. Have some fun with it. But I want you to feel your neck. I want you to feel your neck release and open up the upper back down into the shoulder blades. And also you want to feel into your feet, into your balance. Like I said, activating, engage and release those lower body muscles, all those big muscles. You can even squeeze your booty. Open it up. Push it out. Little fingertip energy right there. Go ahead and take it, and we're going to push down, and we're going to scoop. So you're opening your shoulder blades, you're pulling your belly button back towards your spine, and then you're pushing it a little further. So you got a nice scoop. A nice scoop right there. So I am leaving in 4 weeks from today. I am going to Australia to visit my children and to travel about. So while I'm gone, we will be having some lives, but you're going to have to catch them. You may not catch them live because of the time difference. I'm not going to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning to have this time. So, and you might be in a different time zone. I know we've got a global presence in this community, which I so appreciate. So I will be doing some things live. Let's do another one. But this time we'll go all the way up. And I want you to look up, and then I want you to take it. See the difference? Yeah, I want you to go ahead and expand right there. Beautiful. And look up. Feel your foundation in your feet. Feeling grounded there. So you never know what I'll do when I'm in Australia. I never know whether, part of it also depends to whether I have Wi-Fi. Okay, we're going to take them, we're going to clasp them behind your back, and you're going to slide them down. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take your shoulder blades, I want you to drop your shoulder blades and then squeeze them together. This will get your shoulders out of your ears and open your chest, lengthen your spine, so it's really good for your posture and your breathing. Many places I go when I take road trips in Australia, I don't have internet. So oftentimes, and my cell service often isn't brilliant. So it will dictate where I can and can't video. I mean, I can cut video and upload it, which I might do. But it always makes for an interesting kind of fun, really, because you just never know. In Australia, when you get out of the big cities and you're out on the road, you're literally in the outback. So I have a very fun trip planned with my son, which I'm really looking forward to. 6-day road trip. So stay tuned for what that'll look like. Ah, beautiful. Are you pushing it all the way down? No, we're not here. There we go. You know, think about how you carry yourself. It's so much easier to breathe. It's so much better for your posture, but it's also good for your muscles when you're lengthening that neck, lengthening that spine, opening your chest, and use that when you're moving forward in the world. So we're going to go to the reverse prayer, and that may be wherever it is for you. Might be here. But you're going to have to go right up to wherever works for you and see where you are. And now once again, dropping the shoulder blades, squeezing them together, total different stretch than if we have our shoulders up in our ears. And the majority of us carry our stress across our neck, and hence the, you know how that is, scrunchies. So breathe into that. Do let me know where you're from. Do you have any questions? Certainly post them in the comments. Say hi. And breathe into that. Okay, take it and release it. Go ahead, shake it out. Now we're going to take the right up, the left down, and we're going to meet in the middle. And see how that works for you. Maybe your fingertips are connecting. Maybe they're interlaced. Who knows where they might be, right? They might be here. But given time, I promise you, with consistency, repetition, that you will increase your range of motion. And if you stretch regularly, obviously, anytime you exercise, your recovery period is much less. You will breathe better, you will sleep better, your body will function better. And when we do the stretching, we're lengthening and strengthening our muscles. So it's a huge benefit. Take a deep breath. But the thing is, if you don't stretch, you're going to end up with a very unbalanced human because our bodies compensate. So you'll notice if you have a knee problem, that your opposite hip will be a problem because you will have compensated for it to move, to continue to move, to function. So it's really, really in our best interest to stretch every day and work with our muscles and our balance and our flexibility. And all of these things that we're working on are functionality so that you can function and continue to be active and engaged in this world that we're here for. So it's a better quality. Let's go ahead and release our hands. Actually, let's do that anyway for a minute. Stretching will help you, stretching and walking together will help you maintain a better quality of life for a longer period of time. And I know if you're young, and I remember when I was young, I've always stretched, but a lot of people don't. So let's go ahead and take it across our body. Let's put our palm up. And I want your hand not on your elbow. Be gentle. Palm is up. And a little breathing goes a long way. And then take it and just let it go. And open it up right there. I mean, you could do that if you thought it was going to be helpful, but you don't want to put a lot of stress on your rotator cuff either. That would be silly. Take it, switch it, palm up. Just play with it a little bit, see where your stretch is. And open that up. And you can still play with your balance. See how it's going today. Okay, go ahead. You want to bring your right arm out through the fingertips. Push the energy out of the heel of the hand and move it. This will help counteract. We spend a lot of time with our hands like that rather than the opposite. So we like to use both sides of the muscles, the opposing muscles, and oftentimes you'll see one side will get tighter than the other because it works more. And oftentimes what we do is we don't engage our muscles before we activate a motion or a movement. And so some of the muscles will be perhaps your hamstrings, which I know for mine, will activate, and we won't be activating necessarily our glutes at the same time. And then you get a very, very tight set of hamstrings. Shake it, and let's move through the other side. So if we don't have intention of how we're moving, intention in what muscles we're moving, and we just go about our day totally unaware, um, that's where we start having tight muscles, um, maybe even pull a muscle or aggravate something, maybe have some inflammation around it, and then that's where the pain sets in. And we're not looking for that. And no, 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 no. Okay, just shake it. Shake it. And let's go ahead and go. We're going to go right to the floor. We're going to go straight down onto all fours. We're going to open up that right hip. So square yourself off. Bring that right foot around. See where it goes. And then lean into it, working through the hip, the low back. Activate your core. Release the neck and shoulders. And put your attention into that right hip, because where our attention goes, our energy flows. So focus on the area that we're working. And go ahead, release that. Take a nice deep breath. Square yourself off. And then how about if we just bring the left one around and see where it wants to go. And then feel into that. Take your stress out of the shoulders and the neck. Okay, I'm going to just go to angle now. What I want you to do is square it off. We're going to do the cat-cow, which I think is a crazy name, but we'll go with it. And we're going to go ahead and arch. I want you to arch up, look up, arch that back. Now take a deep breath. Exhale, and then I want you to round through, and I want you to look through your legs, drop your head, and bring your belly button to your spine. And up. Deep breath. Push through. Open up the back. Belly button to the spine. Excellent for your large, small intestine. Great for your posture. And from here, I just want you to push back. We're going to open up and we'll push back into the child's pose. So just nestle down comfortably. And then you may want to just be here with your head, or go ahead and stretch out and relax through. And breathe through, feel it through your body, nice breath going. All right, go ahead, bring your arms, hands back, and then we're going to just take ourselves gently down onto our stomach, so whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to go ahead, you might be right here, and that is fine. So you want to be legs about hip width apart, and if you can't go any more than this, and that's comfortable, then that's where you want to be. I'm going to push this up a little bit more, and I'm going to just look up, and I'm taking the opposite approach to my spine, because we are a forward folding society, right? And so this is helping us release that curvature. Pull it up, look up, pull up your chin. Beautiful. And using your muscles in your arms, go ahead and we're going to just unfold it. Take a deep breath. Drop your head down. And again, you may just be here. That's perfectly fine. You're still doing what our spine needs to do, and that's just releasing it through. Soft on your legs. Bring it down. And then just go ahead and stretch your arms out and your legs. Just lift them up a little bit. Let them float around here. Perfect. We are going to go rotate around onto your back. So I want you to just relax that spine. Spine is relaxed. Kind of dig your heels in and drop those hips so you're feeling your hips kind of anchored into the floor. And I want you to think about relaxing your upper torso. Think about a nice long spine, shoulders down and relaxed. And we're going to focus on our lower body, but I don't want you to tense up your upper body. So go ahead and put your right foot on your left knee and opening up that right hip, and you want to relax through it. And breathe into it. Feeling it? You might play with it, adjust it a little bit to see how much stretch you can get for it, into it. You know, play with it just a little bit. And you can if you want to, but I want you to do it. First of all, engage your core so that you're coming from the core if you want to bring that other leg up. Right? You don't want to bring it from here. You don't want to use that energy. You want to use that core energy when you're doing that activation right here. And then you can adjust it however you want. But I don't want you pulling and tensing up the upper torso. You want to come from your core. And then you can adjust that however, and you might be perfectly great right here. Okay, take a deep breath. Let's switch sides. Open it up. Once again, if you want to activate that right leg, you've got to take the core first, and then you can adjust what you want to do with that stretch. But I want it from the core, not from the arms and the upper back. And just open that up, feeling that left hip open up, feeling your anchoring those hip bones straight down into the floor. And then we're going to do our windshield wipers. We're going to do them on the floor. You can do them on the floor. You can do them sitting up. Highly recommend you do them every day. And you can actually do them in bed before you get up if your hips and your low back are tight. Really great thing to do before you get out of bed. So you can stretch anywhere. You know, I highly recommend, I encourage my clients, you know, if they're sitting in front of something, that television or streaming, whatever devices that we might be in front of, that you can easily just pop in and do 10, 20, 30 minutes of stretching while you're watching something. I haven't found it as easy to read while I'm stretching, but I still like to read, you know, I'm old school. I like to read a book. And just, yes, that's what we're doing. We're working all the way through. I want you to feel it all the way around. You're actually even going to get a stretch in the quad, and then it's going to come all the way, and you're going to open it, and then I'm going to whole other side. And you're going to feel actually some rotation in your back. So it's all important. Okay, I want you to take your right foot over your left. We're going to take our legs to the right, and we're going to take our head to the left. And you're opening that, actually you're opening up your left side. Again, some rotation in your spine. And let's go ahead and switch. We're going to take our legs to the left. We're going to take our head to the right. Looking at your right hand. Just feeling that rotation. Okay, go ahead, put your feet flat on the floor and go ahead and open up into a butterfly. Soles of your feet together. Bring your arms up to second and drop your shoulder blades down. Opening up your chest and lengthening that spine. Feeling that oxygen coming in through your toes, through your torso, all the way up, out your fingertips and the top of your head. You're just opening the butterfly, lengthening that spine. So this week here in the United States anyway, we have Thanksgiving on Thursday. And while I don't honor Thanksgiving for what we were taught in school, but I love to take time to be thankful. And one of the things I've done for years and years and years is when I wake up on Thanksgiving morning, I write 100 things I'm thankful for before I get out of bed. But I think that that's really not what it's about. And I think if we were to be in full gratitude and thankful, we would spend part of every day living in that thankfulness. And I highly encourage focusing on what you're thankful for, because it certainly puts us in a better frame of mind, and it reminds us that there is so much to be thankful for. So, I guess I've got 2 words for this week. Flow, obviously, is the first one. And when I say flow, I mean be in flow, the energy flow, the oxygen flow, the thankfulness flow, the conscious breathing flow, right? All that goodness. And then I will say thankful. Write down, if you think about it, just pop 5 things that you're thankful for every day. It doesn't, I mean, it could be the little things, you know? Like I love to watch my squirrels out in the garden and the birds. To me, that is like magic. So very thankful. I'm thankful. Obviously, I'm thankful for this community. I'm thankful for so many things. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. So, this week, flow and thankful. That's where we're at. Okay, bring your knees together, and I want you to bring your hands down. And relax that torso, and we're going to take our legs in the air, and we're going to give our feet a little relax. So, you need to be kind to your feet, because these little feet transport this whole body. Crazy. It's like our little tiny necks with our big heads. You know, some of the mechanisms are interestingly attached, and it works. But we need to really be kind to our feet. Get them out of the shoes. Put them in the grass and the earth if you can. I know right now it'd be a little chilly in my house, but you know, just feel them. Let them be. You know, happy, happy feet. Right here, I want you to go ahead and bend your knees and just give yourselves a nice big hug. And you can rotate through your low back, whatever is the most comfortable for you. Some people like the back and forth. But once again, if you're going to do that, start with your core. But see, that we don't want that. Yeah, there you go. Relax into it. It just feels, it's a feel-good kind of thing. And now I want you to straighten that left leg down. Keep that right knee at your chest. And if you want to really activate everything, point your toes. We're going to take that right knee across your body, and then you're going to look at your right hand. Feeling that all the way, it goes from your hip all the way through the shoulder blade, through the rotation of the spine. Then back to your chest. You want to extend your leg, bringing it towards your body, and you're going to feel that hamstring, calf, and Achilles. And once again, I don't want this all up. It's just relax and bring it towards your body. There's no competition here. I mean, you may be here, and that's perfectly fine. You're stretching it. That's all that matters. I'm feeling it. Yes, indeedy. Now take it out. You're going to add in that inner thigh, keeping your keeping your left hip anchored down, right? You don't want to pull up. You want to stay flat on your back. And you may want to go ahead and put your other hand out to the left. There you go. So now you've got your hamstring and your adductor, your inner thigh, stretching. And you want to think about your left leg being long and being a nice anchor so that you can work through that right side. Keeping that left hip down. Go ahead, bring it neutral. Stretch that leg nice and long. And go ahead and bring up the left side. Bring that knee to your chest. Relax your upper torso. We're going to take that knee across, and then we're going to look to the left. Opening up from your booty all the way up and through your shoulder. Rotating that spine. Creating some flexibility, some stability. Bring it back neutral. Then I want you to extend your leg. And also you want to make sure you're extending that right one, bringing your left one towards your body. Feeling that hamstring, calf, and Achilles. Yes, yes, yes. Opening up, keeping that right hip down, right? Adding in that inner thigh stretch along with the hamstrings. Opening it all the way, let it open up. Stay out of the wall. Okay, go ahead and bring them both together. Fingertips right There, come on up. Say hi. I want you to give me a nice diamond. Right there. We're going to inhale, lengthen our spine, dropping our shoulder blades down, opening our chest, and we're going to go forward with a flat back. I don't want you to round it. I want you to be, just ease into it elegantly and breathe into it. It feels good. Nice static stretch. And you can actually, let the gravity take it as it will, easily. Now I want you to sit comfortably. Cross-legged may not be comfortable for you. Feel free to sit however is comfortable. We're going to just do a little bit of breathing. So today we're going to box breathe. It's one of my faves. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale up through the nose for 4. We're going to suspend it for 4. And we're going to exhale through our mouth for 4. And suspend, hold, whatever you want. I just don't, oftentimes when I say hold, people think, you can hold my breath. And I don't want that tension in there. So you're going to belly breathe. So you're going to push your tummy out. Inhale through the nose for 4. Up top, hold for 4. Exhale. Squish it all down for 4 and hold for 4. Okay? Ready? You can close your eyes if you want to, or if you want to leave them open, just follow along with me. So inhale up. Hold. Exhale. And hold. Inhale through your nose. Hold. Exhale. And hold. Go ahead at your own pace. Inhale through that nose. Do 2 more rounds. Beautiful. That is conscious breathing, and that's called the box breath. And feel free to do that whenever you want to just get your rhythm. It's a beautiful balancing rhythm breathing, and it'll help neutralize your nervous system. So many times we will activate our subconscious mind will activate our nervous system, and we're in a state of, fight or flight. I mean, I realize that's kind of oversaid, but it gets us activated. Cortisol is like over the top. Take a minute, do the breathing. I highly recommend that you stretch for a minimum of 10 minutes every day. Legs up the wall for 10 minutes. If you need to know what that is, we've got a video for that. Check through the playlist. We have over 140 videos in there. And I'm sure there might be one that can address whatever you might need. I also suggest that you do conscious breathing, which is throughout the day, that you pause for a minute or two and actually focus on your breathing and your breath. The other thing is that when you're focusing on your breath, you're in the present moment and you can't think about anything else. So if your mind's doing that circular reference, like a bad Excel formula, then I highly recommend that you do conscious breathing, because it'll stop it for a moment and you'll be present, and it'll recalibrate your nervous system, and just let that happen. It's very good for you. I also suggest that you, this week the words are flow and thankful. So spend some time writing or thinking about things you're thankful for. That brings us into a beautiful space, and it just helps your energy be more fluid, like in the flow. I hope your week will be blessed with many amazing things. Remember to put more play in your day. If you liked this, please hit the like button. And if you want to be a part of this global community, please join us, subscribe. I have a focus and a goal to get 500 subscribers, so we need to get clicking away. That's just part of the YouTube algorithm as it is. Please feel free to share any of these videos with someone that will find benefit in them. I do this, the graciousness of my heart, with love to each and every one of you. I want you to know that you are special, that you are loved, and that you're here for a purpose and a reason. Never forget that. My name is Jina Bieland, and I am the creator, founder, and chief energy officer right here at Stretch and Shine, where everything is about flexibility, balance, and strength for your mind, your body, and your soul. Give yourselves a great big hug. And have a marvelous week, and whatever you choose and how you choose to be thankful, do it with ease and grace and love. And until next time, I think we will say, be flexible.